Hello and welcome. This is going to be a look at a project I made a long time ago, actually. It's a 3D game that I made in Java, and, well, we'll just go ahead and I'll, I'll let the game do the talking. So, here we are. It's a wave survival game. So, if you ever played Call of Duty Zombies, something like that, basically the idea is you're supposed to survive as long as possible by killing these red circles, which is why the game is named Pepperoni Slayer, because they kind of look like pepperonis. You can thank one of my friends from high school for pointing that out to me. And so we just shoot the pepperonis and we progress through the rounds of the game. And there's not much to it. It's actually a pretty fun game though. The the interesting part about this project is the 3D rendering. So I made the 3D engine for this game myself. It's actually written in Java Swing, which is kind of a weird choice, but it's because this was a project for my AP Computer Science class, and we were using Java Swing to make applications and stuff. And so this just sort of like, okay, well, I'll make it with whatever tools I've got, and this is the end result. I actually use kind of a very naive approach to the 3D projection and rendering. It uses a lot of trigonometry, which is actually really expensive, and it makes the game run pretty slow compared to other projects I've made in 3 dimensions. You can't really notice it now. You might notice it if we get into later rounds with lots of pepperonis, on the screen. And there's actually not much functionality in this game, but we can walk up here and upgrade my pistol. As you can see in the bottom right, the pistol is now glowing blue, except the top of the sprite is not quite drawn correctly. But it's a pretty cool project. There are things that are wrong with it though. So the rendering is not all correct. So if we go up to the top of these stairs, you'll notice that this gray floor is being drawn in front of the yellow floor right here, and that's not supposed to happen. Well, at least not in real life. That's not supposed to happen, but that's because the way that this rendering engine works is it sorts all of the geometry in the level based off of the distance to the camera. So it's called a Z buffer. That's like the technical name for it, but it sorts all of the geometry based off the distance to the camera, and that's really slow. And not super accurate because we have to determine the distance, and the distance to one point on a piece of geometry might be inconsistent with our definition of how we need to render things front to back, basically. But this is the game, and you can see when I run into the squares, I take damage, and you can see in the bottom left of the screen, my health pool goes down, but I've got a nice circle that tells me when my health is about to regenerate all the way. Also, I've got water droplets, which represent the ammo in my gun, which is actually a water gun because I had to present this in my high school, but it doesn't really matter. Let's see, I think I almost have enough money for this gun. No, it's $7,000. Alright, so instead of me just continuing and playing this, I'm going to go ahead and end this game, and we'll go ahead and look at some more interesting features of the game. So when you lose the game, it just kind of freezes. So let's go ahead and restart it. So let's make a couple changes to the code here that's going to make this a little more interesting. So as you can see, when we create a new player, I think I have to edit in the player class. The player has a gun that they get when they start. We are going to go ahead and change this from the Water Pistol Mark 1 to the Mega Soaker 80K. And spelled that wrong, but this is probably one of my favorite things that I made in this game. So let's give myself a Mega Soaker 80K, and we're gonna set the round number to 40. Now when I load the game, it's gonna be a little more interesting. So, oh wait, hang on, that was the wrong gun. Sorry. Well, yeah, let's just see this. So this is the Mega Soaker 80K. This is sort of your assault rifle, I suppose. It actually is fully automatic, so I can just hold down the left mouse button, and it's going to keep shooting. And it actually does a lot of damage, but these pepperonis at round 40, they have a lot more health. Okay, I just died. That's all right. This gun is not as interesting as the other gun. It's where is it? It's called the Auto Blaster 6000. As you can tell, very awesome names for these weapons in the game. So here's the Auto Blaster 6000. Let's go ahead and load into a game at round 40. Here's the Auto Blaster 6000. What is it? Yeah, it might be 6000. It's a machine gun and it's awesome. And so it shoots bullets really fast, and I really like the sort of the bullet ray tracing animation that we got on the screen, like the blue rays shooting out from the gun as you fire it. It's really cool, and it feels really awesome to use this gun. It just feels great. Really proud of that aspect of this gun. But yeah, I'm not actually as good as the game as I was when at this game as I was when I had just made it, but I'm still decent, and it's pretty fun. So yeah, there's not really much else for me to show in this project, so I'll just go ahead and finish myself off here, I suppose, and that's gonna be it for the showcase of Pepperoni Slayer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.